Welcome to Message from Your Guide. My name is Karen Kartika. I'm a transformational coach, holistic healer, and today I'm a channel for inspiration, insights, and guidance that come from your spirit guides. And these guides are the light beings from the higher realm. These are your own guardian spirits, your angels, ancestor who want to help us and guide us through this journey that we call life. Now, if you happen to be here and you're new to my channel, welcome. I don't believe in coincidence, so there might be something here for you, so please tune in. And if you happen to like and resonate with my messages, I'll be so happy if you like or comment down below. That will help me to continue doing this work for you. And if you don't happen to resonate with anything, and that's okay. I mean, take whatever it is that is useful, inspirational, hopefully will bring an aha or breakthrough to whatever situation that's happening to you right now. If it doesn't, it's okay. Leave it. Take what you can, leave behind the rest. And for everybody else who have been tuning into this channel, welcome back. And as a reminder, please follow me on my newsletter if you do not want to miss any workshops or any happenings that I do throughout this month of, throughout any time, basically. Because like for this month alone in June, and we're talking about end of June, I have a free workshop, an introduction to human design. I do love, and I happen to also co-wrote a book on human design that I want to start sharing the information and hopefully help you in your self-discovery, having more awareness to what works and what does not work as part of your blueprint, energetic blueprint, and hopefully also help you in self-realize and make better decisions in your life today. And then there's another workshop that's coming up, and this one is an introduction on channeling and energy healing that's going to happen first week of July. I don't want to mess up with the date, so I'm just going to point you down to the information underneath this video in the show descriptions, where I put the link to register or RSVP to this 2 workshop. But again, if you don't want to miss any of this announcement, please be sure that you follow me and subscribe to my newsletter. Okay, now, one spirit guide wants to come through strongly today and remind you of resilience is coming from this plant. We all know that plant is also spirits. Any element of nature has spirits. And this plant wants to remind you to stay true to who you are. That yes, life happened. Case in point, this plant died 6 months ago when I took an extended trip across the world, and I forgot to leave this behind to a friend of mine who are also taking care of the rest of my plant babies. And so when I came back, this plant was gone. And yet a couple of months ago, well, yep, just springtime's starting to sprout with new leaves and whatnot. So it wants to remind you to stay true to who you are. Even though sometimes we forget of our strength, our roots, of what really brings aliveness, because life happens, right? And there's so many other exciting things that are happening in our life. Some good, some bad, just happening. But the one that will continue to nourish us is already within us. It's in our soul, the spirit within. That even though you've forgotten, even though sometimes you forgot to nourish it, it will continue to be there, and it will always give you life. Unless, of course, you really, 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 really forgotten, in which case that there'll be moments of freak out. I'm like, oh my God, I killed the plant. But no matter what, and I think this is a great reminder, is that life doesn't have to be so hard. Life doesn't have to be all forcing things to happen. Because your authentic self, who you are, what you are, it's there. It might ask you to remember, to nourish, to put soil, to put water, to bring all the positive energy of blessings and gracefulness to yourself, to your root, to your heart, to your center. Because that's all it takes. The rest, it will come back to life. The rest will bloom if you give and trust that. Because we've been so conditioned to just force things to happen, to make it happen. Yes, we dream, we have goals. And yet at the same time, those goals also come because it's innate. It's part of us that wants to bloom. But if we continue clinging and forcing things to happen a certain way, more likely than not, you're going to get tired, overwhelmed, burned out, right? So it's not about chasing things outside of. I mean, this plant will never try to like, oh, that other plant looks good. Let me try to be like the other plant. Ooh, maybe I should try to become a bird. No, the plant is continue to stay being a plant. And even if we've forgotten, the plant will continue to thrive. Especially this one is very hardy. So it's a great reminder because we as humans have hardiness just like this plant. We could feel any disappointment, feeling like we've been made into falling into the bottom of our situations. And yet our resilience, our hardiness, it's there. It will never put us in a position where we will not thrive. We will continue to thrive if we let ourselves to come back and nourish our center, our soul, our spirits, come back into that place where you know you're so like, I'm so passionate about this and this is me. Come back to that because that's where things flow. I think the moment that you're trying so hard to become somebody else that you're not, or you're trying to fix yourself, or you're trying to make yourself perfect in a way, or you're trying to put a character or be somebody else, that's when life becomes a lot of hard works, a lot of trying to fit in, trying to belong. While in fact, the belonging must first come from within. The minute that you feel you belong within yourself, you know that this is who I am. The good, the bad, the perfect, not perfect, whatever it is are perfect anyway within me. The minute that you say that I'm good enough, the minute that I look in the mirror, I'm like, I belong to you, you belong to me. I'm good. I trust you. I believe in you. And you can say that to yourself in the mirror. That's when you know that you're just you. You're not somebody else. You're not that other person. You're not that other thing. You're just you. And from that place, it's where everything, like this plant wants to remind you, things can thrive easily without you forcing. Your job is to continue putting a lot of good vibrations in the root, in yourself, in your whole being, nourish it with all the goodness that you can give yourself, all the positive thinking, the positive words, the love, the boundaries, right? And look at that. So this beautiful plant spirit wants to remind you the resilient is already within you. You have whatever you need, whatever it takes to thrive and success. All you need to do is come back to yourself, come back to your root, nourish your center, nourish the spirit, nourish your soul, and the rest gonna happen. Okay, let's do the cards. I have 3 decks in front of me. Exciting. I'm gonna put the information. This was actually my first Oracle card, and I so happen to know the creator. Her name is Marcella Kroll, and she's big on Instagram. She was one of the Oracle and Tarot reader in Los Angeles. She became really famous on Instagram with a lot of followers, and I was honored that I had my first experience of being read by an Oracle reader by her. So if you ever want to follow her as well and get to know her, she's an amazing person, very kind, very lovely. And I also have a deck from this one. Still have the cover, so I'm gonna just point it out to you. I'm also gonna have the information down below. And of course, my favorite deck in the moment, which my beautiful friend Windstorm of Holistic Human Design created. It's called Human Design Oracle System. All right, let's get to it. I'm going to pull 3 cards from each of the deck. And there's going to be reading A, B, C, or card 1, 2, 3. And all you have to do is tune in to to each of the deck, or to each of the deck that I'm going to point out. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so whenever you're tuning in, make sure that you really connect. Maybe you want to close your eyes, maybe you want to breathe in, breathe out, and center yourself, and start to notice where the card lands, whether it's into a situation that you're thinking about, or maybe it actually land in part of your body, maybe it's in your energetic center. Just know that pay attention to those details as well, because that will also emphasize the message. Like, for example, if it lands on the heart center, that means like maybe there's some longing there. There's part of you that wanting to experience or feeling something, or your soul wants to be connected to something, whatever is related to heart center, right? If it goes into your solar plexus, that means like the power center. There's probably something that you maybe need to take your power back. Maybe you need to feel stronger in your center, in who you are and believing in who you are. So notice on those nuances as you're tapping into each of the cards, and the message will always be delivered to you at the right moment, the right time, and whatever message is just right according to where it is happening in your life in this moment. Okay. Okay. Shuffle. I did shuffle this earlier, but I just want to give another one as I'm noticing and sensing all the spirits that are coming through here, wherever you are right now, right here, that are coming through. And I'm gonna split this deck. So this one's kind of sticky. I haven't used it for a while. And I'm gonna get this one as well. All right. So first one. So I'm picking up this. Oh, and I put this one. Card number 1. This is the 3 card that shows up for those of you who are picking up card 1. Ooh, I kind of like the back of this one. How about this? All right. This is card 1. Connect with it. Notice if there's a clear yes or no for you from this combination of card number 1. Notice what situation this is landing on, or part of your body or energetic body. So note down the nuances that arrive. Wonderful. Now, card combination 2. This is card combination 2. There are 3 cards. I just want to leave the eyes right here. This is card combination 2. Again, connect with the card. Notice if this resonates with you, whether it's a clear yes or no for you in this card. And notice what situation or where it lands in your body, energy centers, and whatnot. Okay. Okay. That was card 1, 2, and 3. Three card. This is card combination 3. Card 3. Notice if it lands with you wherever it is. If there's a clear yes or no, where it resonates with you is situations or maybe where it lands in your body or energy center. Okay. Woof, woof. I'm going to put this away for a little bit. Let's do this. Card combination 1. We have, which one should I start first? Card combination 1. I'm just going to bring all 3. We got a full moon, and I'm going to read also the number. So full moon 29. Building blocks. Card number 28. And an intimacy, gate 59 in human design. So again, this is the human design card. So this is related to human design gate 59. And this one just said building blocks 28 and then full moon. Okay. So whoever is getting this combination 1, something is coming into full circle for you. Whatever it is that you're going through or situation that you're thinking of, or maybe I'm feeling that this is a situation that it is coming to a full circle. I mean, everything that was kind of like in the work of things being put into pieces, all the hard works or all the strategy, everything is finally now clicking into place. That is now coming into the full circle. And you've put all the building blocks. So don't worry if you feel like you haven't done enough or it's not enough or it's not, if you're doubting yourself, know that you have put everything that you need. If there is something that you're still kind of like not sure about, just double check, because looking at this too means like you already have the foundation. Everything is in place. It's coming into its peak. Nothing to worry about. And the intimacy, which is kind of interesting. Of course, as we look at an intimacy of the two partners, female and female, we're like, oh, is this romance card? It could be. Maybe this is something that is in relationship, that you have a question about a relationship that you're in, that it looks like you have everything spoken, maybe, right? That maybe you've seen everything that you need. It's full circle. So there's nothing that is missing, or like, especially in intimacy, in a relationship, you need to find yourself feeling like, oh, okay, my value is met by this other person. The things that I need from a partner have been met. And I don't have anything that weighing me on it, his or her character. That everything that I want from a partner are fulfilled. Things might not be 100% perfect, but the base of it, what you need and what you're looking for in a relationship or partnership, this could be well an intimacy partnership, love life, or this could also be a partnership in business, right? Intimacy doesn't always mean that it's only love, which, but because the minute that you are giving yourself in a relationship with others where you have to be your most authentic self, the minute that you open yourself to somebody else, you're being intimate with that other person, because there's always a give and take in any relationship. And to be able for you to feel safe to open yourself up, then you always have to know if the foundation or everything that you want and need in a relationship are being met. And looking at this, it looks like it has. And if you are questioning a relationship right now that you feel like, is this the right partnership for me? Then maybe you need to look at your own foundation, your value. Is everything that I want and need in a relationship have been met? And can I see it being met by this partner of mine, the new partnership that you're looking for or you're looking at? Will this person be able to fit in that? If it doesn't give you a full circle, that like, things are clicking. If you're assuming that the other person can, without seeing it in real life, that the other person is already doing it for you, then you're being delusional. Okay? So you really need to be honest with yourself. If you continue questioning a relationship, a partner, then more likely than not, you probably do not or have not found the building blocks, the integrations, or the unity that things are coming into coming into place. If you're questioning, you're doubting yourself, that means there are a lot of things of this are not being met, and means that you might want to revisit and look at your own value, where you are feeling not safe in opening yourself up to be able to feel intimate, or to be able to be in intimate place and space with other people. Okay, so again, if you're looking for a validation, if a relationship that you're in is the right one, this all are positive cards, then the answer is yes. But if you have a lot of questions and there's things that still weighing you down, what you need to look at is the building blocks. Relationship works like a building, a house. If the foundations are not good, because you're like, oh, maybe that person will eventually do this for me, or maybe that person will change, or maybe if I change myself and tell the other person what then no, you don't have the full circle. Because any relationship that require you to feel safe to be intimate with another person means that you have all of this behind you. Okay? Right. Card combo 2. We have round and around and around and around. This is card number 25. I kind of like the picture of this because it looks like a sacred geometry. I feel like there's also a moon inside. This is a very soft, moody, emotional kind of feeling, Pisceans kind of feeling. And ooh, but the 2 other card looks very there's details and there's release. And if you want to take down the numbers, maybe the numbers also resonate with you: 42, 62, and 25. 7, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm going to read it that way. 7, 6, 6, 7, 8. What is it that you have not released? Something that have keep you stuck because you keep going around and around and around and around in your own mini world inside of your psyche. Is it a habit, or is it like an emotional entanglement or energetic entanglement? Where is it that you have not released? How has that made you feel? Is there even a situation that you entangle yourself knowing that the situation is not going to go anywhere, and yet you keep yourself sleeping in there? It's like, well, I guess this is it. This is what life is. And look at the face in here is sleeping, right? And what happened when you're sleeping? You're dreaming. So you're under an illusion of things that's supposed to just go round and around and around. Well, it actually is ready to be released. So chop, chop, cut it out. And how is that gonna help? Because the minute that you allow yourself to come out of this round and around pattern, or you wake yourself up and cut yourself loose from whatever it is that been keeping you in a delusion that things is just supposed to happen that way, you're going to start to see all the details come into your vicinity, into your psyche, all the details that makes you work. I mean, this is the gates of detail. So what is it in your life that you've been sort of kind of like let go and let loose and not paying attention because you feel and think that, well, it's just it. And sometimes being in the dreamland, this looks very beautiful, isn't it? Very soothing, very ethereal, very angelic, I might say even. That you're falling asleep in this fantasy of things are supposed to just kind of like you're under a spell, right? Run and run and run. It's kind of like you're under a spell that you keep repeating yourself over and over again, that you're a certain way, that it makes you cage into believing in whatever it is that you keep telling yourself. And it feels comfortable. It feels ethereal. It feels good, even though it's cutting you in so many pieces. And at the back of it, the details are already there. The details of where you need to go, where things can happen, what can possibly happening. If you just allow yourself, in fact, in this one, you need to bring your logic into things, because logics are the one that can start putting things together and cut through all the delusions or the dreamland that you're in right now. Bring yourself into or work with people who are very rational thinking in this moment, because you need the help to cut through this illusion, because you need to really pay attention to the details of your life right now. Where do you need to go? What works? What doesn't work? And where can you step into fully more on what works, into flowing, so that things are coming back to life, instead of you continue being under the spell of whatever it is that keeping you hidden, small, and asleep. So in this place, logic. Analyze, strategize, work with somebody who have very strong logic with a very big kind heart as well, right? That can see where the deception is running right now for you. Where are you being deceived into believing in certain ways, where all the details are ready to come forward for you to start stepping into. It's a lot of things, a lot of cool details. It reminds me of like a way of a computer system work, right? It has so many components to make things. I mean, right now we can press a button using ChatGPT and you get so many answers, and look at how many details that can go into just creating one sentence, because it's literally filtering, ping-ponging through so many different compartments, data in a speed of light to be able to get you an answer. So your life works like this too. There's a lot of components, but you need to be aware, and you need to make sure that all these details are going to support your dreams. If not, the delusion is pretty strong for you, where you are going to always fall asleep, be asleep throughout your life. And it's time to cut it off. Okay. Combo card 3. And we have a cheetah that jump like a quantum jump, and it say go the distance, and this is card number 47, 4711. Universal love, And this will happen. Oh, I like it. This is like that degree in between Pisces and Aries. And it's a universal love with a really beautiful heart down here. And that it's gate number 25. 2, 5 is 7 spirit numbers. And there's a book of knowledge. And look at that. And it's number 34. 3 plus 4, 7. Also spirit number. And 4 plus 7 is 11. Spirit, spirit. Okay. So you are being called here to delve in. Are you trying to write a book? Or do you have a knowledge that you are ready to share, or a knowledge that is asking you to go dig deeper into, that maybe eventually it becomes your own knowledge center? Case in point, right now I'm also putting together what I call myself my manifesto, or my own book of life. Everything that I know about life that is true, I'm putting it together right now. It's still in a concept, but this book kind of remind me of that. So I wonder if this is something that you are also being called to look at. And as well as the universal love, which is, this is love in universe, compassion. And this is beautiful because a universal love doesn't have right or wrong, good or bad. It sees everything. It respects anything. And there's a, just look at this card. Ethereal is beyond the space and time. This beyond the physical plane. This is above, and it's elevating, and it's pure. And looking at where it is in the astrology, right? It's the final, or the last sign before it enters the new sign. The Pisces, the sign of Pisces and Aries, and you know, it's, this gate is between Pisces and Aries. And I feel like what's ending is also the beginning. And if we believe in universe or in life, that we are always continuously in the cycle of ending and beginning. Just like the plants that I was showing you, it comes in cycle. The thing that is innate in us will never die. Our soul never die. Our soul never die. We just move on into spirit world, and maybe in that spirit world eventually we'll reborn. If not, then we're always gonna evolve into, I don't know that what yet, because I have no recollections being in spirit, and have no recollection what spirit world feels and look like. And I only can say on the things that I've learned in this lifetime about the spirit world. And I feel there's a reason why we cannot remember everything, because there are things that we need to learn being in this physical plane. And I feel like maybe this is an invitation for you to start understand about your own root, where you come from, what being a spirit or being a soul is like. I know that's kind of like a weird statement, but it's probably asking you to come back and learn and remember your spirit, your spiritual. This is a calling for you to step into your spiritual journey, into really dig deep into spirituality. And this is not just religion. This is you reconnecting back into your spirits, your own spirits, your spirituality. spirituality is not just about you and another factor outside of you that we often call the higher being or God. Spirituality is understanding you as spirit occupying this space right now in this physical plane as whoever and whatever you are calling yourself as today. There's a lot of knowledge that wants to be revealed, and to go distance. And I feel like this will provide you with that quantum jump into manifesting your purpose in a way that you may not have possibly believed it's possible, but it is there. I feel like this is like a quantum jumping card. This is an invitation for you to open the book of knowledge about who you are, your spirit, because it will give you that quantum jump into you living your bigger purpose, you living your true purpose. I'm not going to call it bigger because it will then create something like, oh, I'm not. No, this is just you stepping into fully as being who you are, your true self, your most authentic self, your most authentic self. Because when you are there, everything is possible, and you are quantum jumping there. The more that you are digging deep into the knowledge of your spirit. And with that, my friend, thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye now.